Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. So today I'm here to share with you a new mini album tutorial and also the release of my digital magazine. So let's take a look.
If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you.
So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am super excited to finally share with you the release of my digital magazine. So as you know, I run a quarterly magazine where I have all kinds of tutorials, project shares, free digitals, and it's just so much fun to put together, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy the projects on this magazine. So the theme for the magazine was spring and Mother's Day inspired, so I was running against the clock to get the magazine ready before Mother's Day. First project that I wanted to share with you is this beautiful Mother's Day mini album, and it's so precious and so cute. So I do have a step-by-step tutorial on this mini album on the magazine, but also I'm going to be doing a free tutorial here for this video as well. And so yeah, super excited to share this with you. I hope that you guys are excited for the magazine as well. I'm gonna be doing some project shares so you can see what other projects come in there. There's a few on the display here. I'm not gonna point which ones, but I'm again super excited. So thank you so much to all of you who have been enjoying the magazine for 6 years now, and I will leave a link down below. And now let's go ahead and make this book together. First, let's take a look at the book that we are going to be making. So this book measures 7 by 7 and it has a 3-inch spine, and I am using this beautiful Precious Memories collection by Graphic 45. We have a little piece of lace over here and then some flowers from my stash, and I think this book turned out super cute. I wanted to make it very simple. The collection just has a lot of little details, so I think this looks perfect. Then here I added some ribbon as the closure, and the pages are all the same, so the mini album will be super fast to make if you're looking for like a last minute gift idea as well. So let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, I do want to mention that I added chipboard here to kind of make the centerpiece stand out a little bit more, but you'll see that later on the tutorial. So when we open this book, here on the inside cover we have a pocket. So what I intend to put on this book is a lot of pictures that I have from my childhood with my mom, and a lot of those pictures have like different random sizes, and so I created a lot of pockets so that way I can just simply put the pictures on like little pieces of like cardstock like this and decorate that a little bit more. I have tons of paper left, and then just simply put the pictures on the pockets without having to do a lot of cutting and measuring. And then here we have an opening flap, so you can put a large picture or something smaller on this side. Now these are pocket pages, so you can definitely add more photo mats if you needed to. And then here on the back I have again another pocket, so the layout will be the same for all of these, but I have different little cutouts added here throughout and some little journaling areas, so I can add some dates and then put the photo mats in there. I just created a couple of these to give you a look of how you can decorate, just very minimal, using some of your scrap little pieces there as well. Here I just made these little tag into a little pocket. I just love all of these little journaling cards. I probably won't be using this one baby shower, but that's okay. I just put that in the pocket. Then this opens up here, and I just love how this collection has like boy and girl, because I'm also going to be putting pictures of my mom and my brother. Another pocket here, and just little pieces again to decorate and to add dates and things like that. Again, this opens up so it repeats, very simple. I made another little tag spot here with more of these beautiful images from this paper collection. I don't know if the paper collection will be easy to find. I had it for some time on my stash. I actually forgot I had it, and I was looking for something very like Mother's Day oriented, and this was perfect. Then here we have another tag spot. You can use this to put a picture on the back, and then this opens up here like that, and same thing here with the pocket. And then I also made these other little tags to kind of show you how easy you can just use your scraps and just use a little piece of lace. I just poked 2 holes and added this little ribbon and just made a little bow, and then here we're gonna put a picture or just kind of document. And so yeah, so on the back also another pocket. So I will be making more of those little tags as I add the pictures on this book. So super simple, quick and easy little project for Mother's Day. And now let's make it together. To make this book, I'm going to be using some chipboard, some lightweight cardstock, and also some heavyweight cardstock. And I'm going to be using the Graphic 45 Precious Memories collection. This is one that I had on my stash for a long time, and I think for Mother's Day it is actually perfect. So we're going to be using these. I only have the 8x8, so I think that's actually perfect for the size of the book that I want to make. So I'm going to start by cutting my chipboard. So we are going to cut 2 pieces at 7 by 7. So let's cut these here. So we're going to do 7 by 7. Okay, so let's cut 2 7 by 7, and then we are going to be cutting the spine for this book at 7. Okay, and I'm going to do this by 3, and we are going to bind these pieces using our lightweight cardstock. So we're going to join 2 pieces together, and we're gonna go ahead and add the chipboard here. So we're gonna start with the spine. So this is the 3-inch piece. Let's add some glue. Okay, and we're gonna put this right at the center, and you want to put it right at the center of the connection of the 2 papers. And then we're going to add these 2 pieces here and leave a little space in between the chipboard pieces. So let's add the glue, and we're gonna put this right here. Okay, press down, and then we're gonna add this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these right here like that. Okay, so press down, and then we are going to cut all the extra sections here on the side. So let's cut these, and then I'm going to cut the corners here as well, and same thing on this side, and cut corners like that. And then I'm going to add my tape all over here. Okay, so press down right there, and then we're going to do this again right here, and we're going to fold. Okay, so fold and press down, and let's remove the tape. Okay, so we're gonna take that out, fold this over, okay, and you want to score here on these bending lines, so give it a score. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just gonna fold and press down. Okay, and then we are going to remove the tape, and we're just gonna press this down and fold right here. Then you're going to tuck in the corners and fold this side and just press down and add the tape. Okay, and then we're going to just fold this here again and press down. And then finally we are going to do this last side. Okay, so fold it, and then we're going to add the tape right there and just remove these and press down. And there we go. So just like that, we have our binding ready. And now we are going to quickly work on the hinges for this. Okay, so for the hinges, we are going to use a piece of lightweight cardstock, and we went ahead and cut these at 6.5 by 11. And I'm going to score this piece at 1.5. And then I'm going to score at every 3/4 inch. So that is going to be 2 1/4, 3, 3 3/4, 4 1/2, 5 1/4, 6, 6 3/4, 7 1/2, 8 1/4, 9, and 9 3/4. Okay, so from 1.5 to 9 3/4, every 3/4 inch we're scoring. And then we're just going to join together these two first two sections here, and that is going to be our first hinge. Okay, so we're going to do those two, then skip the next and pinch together the next two, then again skip and pinch together, and skip and pinch together. So you're gonna have 4 hinges, and we are going to now go ahead and just give this a good fold. So I'm going to press down. Okay, so press down and press down right here. And then we're going to turn this to the back, and I'm going to add my double-sided tape back here. Okay, and then just add the tape behind each one of the hinges. Okay, so there, here. Okay, so you're basically going to start on the first one, then skip 2, add tape, skip 2, tape, and then skip 2, and you're going to do your last piece of tape. And we are going to start by removing the tape, joining these together, press down, remove the tape, join together, press down, and same thing for this one, press down, and the last one, and press down. Okay, so then you're gonna look at this from the back, and you have your 4 hinges. Then I like to fold them to the other side and press down again. Okay, so that way they are nice and flexible to both sides, like that. Okay, so now before we add this to our book, I like to add my double-sided tape. So I'm using the 3/8 of an inch for this. And so sometimes this 3/8 of an inch is hard to find, but I like using this one for my hinges. So whenever I'm not doing hinges and I need tape, I just use the 1/2 inch tape. And it's not a big difference, really, just a little bit different here. But for the hinges, I prefer using the one that's a little bit smaller. Okay, so just kind of sharing why I'm switching tapes here. And sometimes, yeah, it's hard to find these tapes, so this size, so I like to, you know, save it whenever I can. So then we go like that. So you want to put it on both sides of your hinge and closest to the outside part of the hinge. Okay, so, and that is gonna serve also as a guide when you add your pages. This is kind of like the limit how much you want to push those pages into your hinge. Okay, so it's a good reference. So we're gonna do this last piece here. Okay, and there we go. And so once we have the tape on the hinges, we are going to bring back our base, and we are just simply going to glue this down here. So you're gonna center your hinges within your spine like that, and we're just going to add glue on the back. Okay, so let's add the glue. Okay, so we're gonna go like this and just gonna line this up and then press down. Okay, so we're gonna press down in between each one of your hinges. Okay, so just like that, and then we're gonna give this a minute to dry. Okay, so now we're going to score along the bending lines here again. So you're gonna find the little gaps on the top and the bottom, and you just wanna match those two and just give this a score. And then we're going to fold this up, and let's do the same here for this other side. Okay, so we're just gonna give this a score and fold this up, and there we go. So now we have the base ready for this book, and next we're going to be adding the inside covers. So we are going to move back onto heavyweight, or move to heavyweight cardstock for the remaining of the project, and I'm going to be cutting two pieces, and these are going to be 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. So let's cut this here. So 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then with these two leftover pieces here, I'm going to cut these two at 7 3/4, and these are going to be by 4. And we're going to score these two pieces here along the 7 3/4. We're going to score at half, and we're going to score at 7 1/4, and along the 4 inches we're going to score at half. And let's repeat for this other one. So half and 7 1/4, and we did half along the bottom, and then we are going to cut the corners. Okay, and so then we're just gonna fold these along the score lines. Okay, so fold. So now we're just going to glue these pockets onto the two pages. So let's add the glue here, and we're going to line up the corners. Okay, so right there, and press down. Okay, and so there we go. That is one, and I'm just gonna do the same with this second piece. Okay, and here. Okay, so we're gonna put this right there. Okay, so then we're just adding that right here, and so we have our two inside covers, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add my design paper here already as we go. So now what I love about this collection is they have like boys and girls, so you can pick either one, or you can kind of do a mix of the two. And so I'm gonna do, how about I do a girl page and a boy page for the back. And now I'm just going to cut my cardstock. So we are going to cut this here at 6.5. So let's do it like this, 6.5 right there. And then first I'm going to cut this section for the pocket. So this is 3.5. So I'm going to cut this at 3.25. And I do kind of want to line this line here. So I'm going to cut on the line and then count 3.25 down. And I'm going to put this piece right here. Okay, so let's add glue and put this down. And then with the remaining here, I'm just gonna take out this little piece, and we're gonna put this other one like on the back of the pocket, like that. So I'm going to add the glue. Okay, and we're gonna put this on the back. Okay, and we're going to do the same for the other page. So again, this is going to be 6.5, and then I'm gonna cut that to 3.25. Okay, and then for this one, I'm just gonna take out the branding on the top, and we are going to glue. Okay, so let's add this here, and then we're going to add this piece on the back. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we have the first two pages. So now we're just going to go ahead and glue these two pieces onto the inside covers of the book. So I'm going to add my glue. Okay, so just add the glue here and put this piece down. Okay, and then we're going to add this one. Okay, so that's gonna go right here. And there we go. So now we have the inside covers, and we can start making now the pages. So for the base pages, again, I'm using heavyweight cardstock. I'm going to be using 4 pieces here, and we are going to cut these pieces at 6.75. This is like that. So these are going to be 6.75 by 11, and I'm going to do 4 of those. Okay, so 6.75 by 11, and we are going to score these pieces here along the 11-inch side. We're going to score at 6.5. Okay, so 6.5, and then we're gonna fold on the score lines. And same thing for this one. So 6.5, fold. Okay, and then we're gonna do next one, and then finally this last piece. So 6.5 and 4. Then we're going to cut 4 pieces, and these are going to be 6.5 by 7.75. Okay, so 6.5 by 7 3/4, and we are going to do 4 pieces. Okay, and then we're going to score these 4 pieces here along the 7 3/4. We're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 7 1/4. Okay, and then we're going to repeat 1/2 inch, 7 1/4, and 1/2 inch and 7 1/4, and 1/2 inch and 7 1/4. And we're going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so fold and fold here, and this last piece, and there we go. Now we're going to add double-sided tape to these 1/2 inch little flap sections. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same for all of these. Then we are going to connect this piece that has the 2 flaps to the first piece that we created, and this is how we're going to be making our base pages. So I like to first just take out a little section of the tape, and then I use the other 3 corners to line this up here. So then I'm going to press down on that sticky side and remove the tape, and then we're just going to remove the tape on the other side as well, and that's gonna be our base page here. And then we're gonna have a little flap, and let's do the same. Okay, so now I have my 4 base pages, and I'm gonna hold them or place them so the opening is going to be to the right side. Now I'm going to use the remaining scraps from making the pages, and we are going to cut these 4 pieces at 7.5 by 4. Okay, so 7.5 by 4. And we are going to be making pockets for the back of the pages. So let's go ahead and score. So we're going to score these pages along the 4 inches. We're going to score at 1/2 inch, and along the 7.5 we're going to score at 1/2 and at 7. Okay, so same thing for all of these. So 1/2, 7, and then 1/2. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the corners here again. So we're just gonna try to cut all of these there and like that. And then we're going to fold along the score lines. So let's go ahead and fold. And so now we're going to add those pockets on the back of our pages. So we're just going to turn that to the back and add the pocket at the bottom here. So I'm going to add my glue. Let's see if this wants to work. Okay, so we're going to add some glue. And then we're going to place the pocket here on the back. Okay, and then press down. And there you go. So that is gonna be our base pages or pages, and they're all gonna be the same for this book, as you can see. So that way, you know, it makes it into a fast and easy little gift idea. And hopefully you can get this done, you know, maybe in a day or two. If you want to spend a little more time decorating, you can always add more little details to these pages. Okay, so now we're gonna add our design paper to our pages. So we're going to be doing kind of like cutting all of these at once. So I'm gonna select 4 different page designs, and let's see, maybe this one. Let's see, we have that. Maybe we can do this little one here. And so I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to cut these. Let me just take out the white section. So these are going to be 6.5. So let's do 6.5 here, and by 4.25. Okay, so we have these 4 pieces, and we're gonna glue those on the front of the pages here. So that's gonna go right there. So now I'm going to use these little leftover pieces here, and I'm going to cut these 4 to 6.25 by 3.75. Okay, and we're going to glue those here on the back pockets. Oh, this is actually gonna be 3.25, not 3.75. So we're gonna do 3.25 for those. Okay, and then we're gonna put these pieces on the back here. And so now we're gonna be cutting the piece that is gonna go here. So this is going to be 6.25 by 6.5. This piece I think I used for something here, but so we're gonna look for something that will coordinate with that piece. So I am thinking, maybe this one here. Or maybe we can do the flowers. So I'm gonna do this one here first. So 6.5 by 6.25, and then I'm going to add this piece right there. Okay, so all of these ones are ready, and then I just have to do the back here. So for those, I'm saving this one for the cover actually, so I want to make sure I have what I want for that. So we are going to be using just this one and cut these at 6¼ and then we're going to do this by 4, and I'm also going to do this one here. So again, we're going to cut these at 6¼ by 4. Okay, and then we're just going to glue this down. So now we're just going to add the pages to our book. So we're going to be removing a section of the tape here on the top. And then you're going to find your middle section, which is your base page. And you are just going to add these here on top. And again, you're just going to stay on top of the tape and then press down and remove the tape here. And then we're going to remove the tape from the back, and we're just gonna do the same. Okay, so now we're just going to decorate the cover. So I selected these pages here, so I know I want these on the front of the cover, and then I'm thinking for the front cover background I'm gonna use these sheets. So we're just gonna cut these at 6¾ by 6¾ and then I'm going to take out just the image at the center here. So let's see if I can line this up. Let's do here and this and this. So I might have to go closer to the line. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It's kind of hard to see with this cutter where you are exactly cutting. Okay, so that, and then this, perfect. And then this is gonna go right here, which I love. Now I was thinking on using some chipboard to add volume, so I'm just gonna cut this piece here. So this is gonna be about 4 inches. I think it's 4×4. And I'm going to glue these two together because I want this image at the center to kind of pop up a little bit. And then we're going to add the glue right here. Okay, and then we're gonna add the image at the center. There we go. So a very simple cover, but I just love it. Right there. Okay, so that's gonna be that. and we're gonna glue, but I'm gonna wait for this one. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the piece that is gonna go on the back. So I think for the back I'm just gonna use this. I wanted to use this, but I'm kind of missing this little section here, so I'm gonna use this on the spine instead. But we're gonna cut this at 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, and now this is gonna go on the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add these. So I'm just gonna add some glue, and we're gonna put this all the way down, and also add some tape, okay, to secure that. And then we're just going to glue the back piece. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna use this side here. I think this is cute. So let's add the glue. Okay, so here we go. Put all of that. Okay, and then for the spine, like I said, I want to use this piece. So let's cut. We're gonna cut this at 2 3/4, which is gonna go right here. So I don't want to cut a lot of the image. Maybe I'll do, yeah, let's cut it right here. Okay, and then we're gonna do this by 6 3/4. So let's go here, 6 3/4, and now I'm gonna do 2 3/4 right there. Okay, so I'm just always afraid of cutting some of the people in half, because then that doesn't look good, especially on the cover. Okay, so we're gonna do that here. So I'm just gonna add glue, and we're gonna put this here. Okay, and then I do need to cut this, and then we're gonna add it on the front cover. Okay, so we're gonna add some glue. Okay, so there we go, and then I'm just gonna cut this right there, and we are going to be gluing the cover. Okay, so let's put that to the side, and then we're going to add this piece. And so then I'm just gonna finish up the cover by adding some of this beautiful lace and some flowers here as well. So I'm going to use my fabric glue for this. And so there you go, that is going to be our project for today. I'm going to finish up adding some more detail to the inside of the book. I'm going to be decorating using some of the journaling cards on this collection here, but I'm going to wait for my flowers to dry. And so yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check my digital magazine. I'm going to have the link down below. You're going to find step-by-step tutorials for this and other projects as well. Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.